of the main trainers for Team Crawford. We got exciting fighters on the card. Steven Nelson's kicking it off, of course, 4-0, 4 knockouts, and Kevin Ventura making his top-ranked debut under the B&B Promotions. Red, we know the drama about last night's weigh-in, but one thing we'd like to say from B&B, nobody misses weight in camp. Why is that? And talk to the fight fans about why we'll never see that.
Because they're disciplined. I mean, it's part of your coach's job to make sure your fighters are eating properly, nutrition. They're working hard. They're doing everything that they're supposed to do. And you should regularly check your weight while you're in camp to know, what the target is. You know what I mean? Like, he should have known 14 days ago how far he would have to go to get that weight off, and it shouldn't have been an issue or an excuse. I mean, it's just a matter of professionalism, and it's a matter of your coaching staff. And you as a person, I mean, I don't know what they think that is going to be an advantage because, I mean, as you know, he spars light heavyweights and super middleweights and pushes them around. So if that was the plan to come in heavy to try to impose his will, that's not going to work. That's just going to backfire on him. But, I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think of.
And we know the struggles that Bud had to make 35, but always did it. Like you said, the discipline. Molina came in at 144, 2 hours later, 143.8. Me and Ruben visibly saw Molina, help the young man back to his room. He's dehydrated. I suppose he's back at 160 today. The question is for you, Red, as a trainer, will that help him put that back on, or is the damage already done?
It damages him to kill himself to make 144. I mean, 140 was the weight, but he had to kill himself to make 144. And then to go back again and try to sweat off some more pounds, he's going to be drained. He's going to be drained. He's already slow and flat-footed, and he's a robot. So that's not going to help him. That's not going to help him any. If he was a different type of fighter, maybe he could work through the early rounds of fatigue or being lethargic or something like that. But he's the same type of fighter. He's in there with a world-class champion. One of the best in the business, and he's going to make him pay for that. So I mean, it's all the way around. However you look at it, it's a bad move on their part. They should have came ready. They should have came in shape, and they should have came serious. It just points to a lot of different things that you can say about their camp and about him. You know what I mean? It's just disrespectful because the fans want to see a title fight. We wanted to defend the title. We're not defending the title anymore. It's not a title defense. So it doesn't go, as a title defense for Terrence, and it sucks because the main thing that we're focused on is preserving his legacy at 140, and that's why he's chasing the belts at 140. He wants to defend the titles at 140, not just fight 10 or 12 round fights for nothing at stake. You know what I mean? So that just, that's irritating in itself.
One of the things we talked about all week too is that there wasn't any drama, a lot of respect, a lot of handshaking, a lot of pictures, no bad blood. Guess what, fight fans? When you have a young man like Terrence Crawford that sacrifices each and every time in camp in Colorado, missing the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, going away from your family, and then you make 139.8 and the other guy doesn't, we do have some new drama. And that drama is going to play itself out tonight. Terrence's demeanor immediately changed from nice guy, shake hands, to he wants to take care of work. Look for an early body attack, which everybody knows. When your body ain't right, Terrence will find that weakness. That's the same thing we look forward to on Saturday night. Again, HBO, Top Rank, putting a huge card on, making Omaha the place to be. B&B going the next weekend too, December 17th. We got a lot of young fighters on the undercard. Red's been getting them ready. Guy Smith versus Johnny Jurbeck. I sent you a link the other night with Jurbeck. We know he's got an amateur background, a slick style. How do you prepare Guy Smith heading into next week?
You just got to make sure that he's in the best shape as he can be. Johnny Jurbeck, he seems like he's pretty solid skills, pretty disciplined. I can tell that he can fight a little bit. Guy has very limited amateur experience. and he's over here yelling the noob and I see Rocky and he was the champion over 10 years ago. But anyway, the thing that we have to do as coaches, is try to pinpoint Johnny Beck's weaknesses and try to go in there and coach Guy to try to take advantage of those weaknesses. Now, the best thing that you can do for a fighter is to make sure that they're in tip-top shape. And that Guy Smith was in tip-top shape. He was out in Kent with us with Terrence, and he's gonna come fight in front of the home fans, and that's just gonna give him another extra energy boost. It's a lot at stake. It's the Nebraska state title, and Guy is up for it. And I hope Johnny comes up for it. He's not looking at his record and he's 6-2 or this and that. And I'm gonna walk through. I hope he's in shape so we can put on a good fight for the fans. Because on tape, he looks like he can fight a little bit. So we got some work to do with him. So
Another exciting match, co-main event. Everybody's been talking about that rematch. Trevin Coleman lost a close decision in the amateurs right here in Omaha to Paul Whiteface, who was a great amateur prospect at one time. We're going with that rematch, co-main event, Trevin Coleman versus Paul Whiteface. Paul's got a lot of experience. Trevin's now starting to dig to the body again. That's what we do, B&B. We start taking the body away. How do you rate Trevin from years back as an amateur to now as a pro?
Well, Trevin had went through some things coming up. He had a lot of fights as a junior. So he had fought from the ages of like 8 to about 13, 14, and he had about 20, 25 fights during that time. So he took several years off to come back as a senior. And what he quickly realized, and what we realized, is it's a different ball game from fighting kids to fighting grown men. So a lot of the things that Trevin had to endure coming up, it was beneficial to him because now as a pro, he's 3-0. He trains properly. He eats right. The things that we were jumping on him as an amateur, he's now starting to get as a pro. So it just over time, the IQ catches up with the ability. And with Terrence, you're seeing that. Not Terrence, with Trevin, we're seeing that come full circle and expect a very, very good and sharp Trevin Coleman come next Saturday night. And anything that happened in the amateurs is the amateurs.
There you have it. Again, we'll get a full breakdown on the rest of the card. We're about ready, people, to go walk Stephen So Cold Nelson to the ring, to the venue. Again, Stephen So Cold Nelson, double duty. He's facing Chris Harris, Wichita tough dude. The guy's in shape. They've been talking already at the weigh-in. It's a battle of words, and now it's a battle of fists here in a little bit. Again, So Cold Nelson, how do you see that fight playing out as well?
So Cold Nelson is a decorated amateur. He's a 2012 Olympic alternate. He's right over there. And his experience is going to carry him. He's seen everything. He's fought internationally. He fought in the WSB, and that was every 2 weeks that he fought. And he fought the top guy from countries, not just regular guys from Argentina or from here or there. He fought their best guys week after week. So whatever Stephen's opponent is going to bring, he's going to be ready for that. He got a 4-time Olympic trainer in his corner. He also Coach Bashir Abdullah. He has us, Team Crawford. It's a whole coalition of us combined together. So we don't expect nothing but the best from Stephen. We expect the world to be a multiple-time world champion. We expect him to reach that high ceiling that we have for him. And I hope that everybody else is prepared and ready to witness that too. And don't be surprised when you see it, because we won't.
Yeah, and one of the things Harris brings to the table is durability. They want to keep matching Stephen tougher and tougher to see what they have in him. Chris Harris fought a heavyweight, Kenzie Morrison, Tommy Morrison's son. Took his punch as well, even smiled during that fight. He fought another kid out of New York, a 9-0 prospect, took his shots. Very durable guy, very tough. He fights in the Bellator mixed martial arts world. He's told me he's never been hurt. He feels like he would have been right up there as a boxer if he only focused on boxing. But Red Spike said it perfect. There are levels, there are stages to this sport. We believe that Stephen So Cold Nelson, whatever level that Chris brings, we know that Stephen will go that much higher.
He said he's never been hurt. A lot of prospects are not hurt within their first 10, 15 fights, so they step up the level. That guy's taking a big step facing Steven So-Called Nelson, and he fights MMA. He never been hurt. A lot of MMA guys don't know how to place their punches correctly. They don't have the proper discipline as a boxer, a boxer with the pedigree of Steven Nelson. So, I mean, him saying I have never been hurt and all that. We'll see tonight. We'll see what he got to bring to the table tonight. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he packing his lunch.
And that's about all we have time for here. Again, B&B Boxing in the house. We're about to walk Steven So-Called Nelson to the venue. He is the first bout tonight, 6:15 Central Time. You can view it in person at the CenturyLink. Selective tickets still available. I believe GAs are available, but also www.toprank.tv. A free stream, chance to see Nelson nationwide. So B&B in the house.